In other reports now, following the passage of the Arbitration and Mediation Act of 2023, the federal government of Nigeria says it will engage more with stakeholders in a bid to position Abuja and Lagos as preferred venues to hear commercial disputes. The Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, says this move is to ensure that disputes arising from Africa trade are resolved within the continent. We have details in this report.
The AGF is the keynote speaker at this year's annual conference of the Nigerian Institute of Chartered Arbitrators of Nigeria. The theme centers on the need to strengthen institutional arbitration and alternative dispute resolution in Africa. The senior advocate of Nigeria says relevant institutions must be African in identity and global in credibility.
Government will lead by example. Therefore, all MDAs will adopt model ADR clauses in government contracts. Agencies will be trained on how to manage disputes efficiently. My office is developing guidelines to ensure government respects arbitral agreements and complies with enforceable laws.
Why must disputes arising from African transactions travel to distant jurisdictions when Africa has built a credible arbitrators, respected institution and facility? Why must we continue to export disputes when we can resolve them right here with excellence, neutrality and professionalism?
The organizers call for deeper collaboration, innovation and stronger institutions that will complement the rising confidence in Africa's capacity to lead in arbitration and ADR.
That we live here with a greater commitment to ensure that we make a commitment not to take every case to court, to give room for some form of alternative dispute resolution. And that commitment, if we make it, will reflect in a number of cases that are filed in court, a number of cases that are resolved before we ever think of certainly meet us in court.
Judges and arbitrators are partners. They are not competitors. Judges are supposed to lend support to arbitrators, especially in terms of the enforcement of awards that have been issued by arbitrators, rather than just setting aside those awards.
In charting a new path that will further reduce the burden on the courts, the experts say with institutional credibility, high ethical standards by practitioners, as well as enhanced capacity and inclusion, the quest for peace, justice and prosperity in Africa will be realized.